The TGMA was not planned with the viewers in mind. If you are not an industry person or you are not there physically, the production barely care about your experience. Hola, soy Russell and I'm back again with another What the fuck am I saying? Let's chop this up. The TGMA felt more like a broadcast of a live event rather than a television production or a show. And you can tell that a lot of the planning goes into the experience inside the room rather than how the people outside the room watching from the comfort of their home would feel about the event. So if you were not at the event physically, you may probably not experience the event the same way. As someone who was watching from the comfort of my home, I was not entertained. Not because the event was not entertaining, but because it felt like I was watching people entertaining themselves without actually making the people at home feel included in that entertainment. I am not comparing the TGMA to other international shows. Rather than saying the TGMA failed or it was boring, I think the more useful conversation is, what exactly do we want TGMA to highlight and to become known for? Because every award show has its primary identity. The Grammy trends mainly because of prestige and awards. VMAs trends because of performance and pop culture moments. The Met Gala trends because fashion is the main event. The AMVCA has successfully made fashion as part of its award culture. So a celebrity going to the AMVCA and a celebrity going to the TGMA or the Grammys will not dress the same. Both are two different events and they demand two different fashion. That's why I'm not fully in support when people want us to copy the formula of the AMVCA to the TGMA. I feel the TGMA focus more on who won what, especially the artist of the year. So everything builds up to that moment. And that is okay because at its core, it's still music award show. That is what most people forget. It's a music award show. And since their main focus is to organize events, give awards, and let people go, I still feel like there should be certain elements that they should invest more, especially since it's a music award show. And investing in this element around the show will make the show more memorable, beyond people simply coming on stage to receive their plaques. But right now, I feel like we should focus on making the event an experience for both people at home and in the auditorium as well. And moving forward, these are the areas I think deserve more attention. This is it for this video. See you in the next one. Toodles, adios. First point, is TGMA a live event or a television production? Because right now, I feel like it's stuck in between that. And I would prefer they go fully on being a television production. And this was my biggest problem I had whilst watching it. The camera works, the stage direction, transitions, and the performance all feel like they were designed for the people inside the auditorium. It felt like a live event being covered by cameras rather than a TV production created for viewers at home. But then again, you hear the host saying things like, to the viewers watching at home, which creates confusion because the production barely engaged us. There were very little camera interactions that invited viewers into the experience. There was no close-up of the host talking into the camera like they were talking to us at home. And also, the audience energy was not translated well. Even some of the performance felt distant rather than immersed. Probably this is why they spent over 6 hours on the show. And that's way too much. In my opinion, award shows should not last beyond 3 hours maximum. That's if it's structured for a television production. And moving forward, I feel like we should fully embrace one direction, which is the television production route. Intentionally designing it as a TV show with pacing, storytelling, audience engagement, tighter editing, and creativity that prioritizes both audience at home and in the auditorium equally. I'll end here because I have a lot of thoughts. See you in the next one. Toodles, adios. TGMA is so big just to rely on one media house to drive the conversation. That actively create narrative, push discussions, stir up debates, highlight moments, and build anticipation before, during, and after the awards. We make it seem like receiving a TGMA award is just any ordinary award. It is the biggest award you could receive if you're a Ghanaian musician. So why don't we work to protect, elevate our own awards so that it can be our own Grammys? In fact, it is our Grammy, so let's start treating it as such. Big events survives on conversation, and I think TGMA gets the conversation starting. But are they the right conversation? Are they the conversation propelling the awards show into the next level, making it become the most prestigious award? We need to look into that and vet it out. My next point, which is the third point, is they need to invest more in attendance and guest curation. Reason why most of us, or let me just speak for myself, when I used to stay up late just to watch the TGMA was to see the creme de la cremes of Ghana showing up to the event. For viewers at home watching, seeing the right audience, seeing the creme de la creme kind of adds something to the viewing pleasure. And I'm not just talking about musicians. Celebrity and public figures, they naturally pull attention to them wherever they go because people are always curious about them. Audience want to see what they are wearing, who they are interacting with, and what moment they create when they show up. See, I know they are business people, so they make money from the ticket and everything, but still, they should be able to create their attendance. Instead of simply hoping that influential people will show up, they should actively make sure that these influential people do show up. From politicians to businessmen to CEOs, you name it. Moving on to my next point, which is my fourth point, I guess, is that the red carpet needs its own creative vision. If you want iconic red carpet moment, then you need intentional production, intentional guest creation, and intentional hosting. The goal should not just be fashion. It should be moment that triggers conversation that lasts. Example, viral interviews. Although the standard question is who are you wearing, what inspired your outfit, and since it's a music award show, questions around the music industry, music and everything. Also a little bit of controversial question doesn't hurt anyone. We also need an unexpected reaction from the guests on the red carpet. And all these should be tailored to conversation that will dominate the blogs. Not just about the outfit and the fashion alone. Because one sharp question is enough to create headlines. I'll end here and come back with my final part of that video very soon. Toodles, adios. And now, I'd like to talk about the host. Honestly, I feel like when it comes to award shows, hosting needs more personality. And this is no shade to the hosts Giovanni and Nashako. I think they did their best, but we need them to be great. We need them to take it to the next level. The hosting overall could have been more exceptional. In general, I feel like they didn't add much excitement and unpredictability to the show. Because for award shows, the host controls the atmosphere. I would like to chip in the DJ a bit, but I think whatever I'm saying applies to the DJ as well, because he's also part of the host. For award shows, these people are the key element. They are like the main characters. They make or break the award shows. The key job is not being able to talk well and all the other great stuff that they are good at. But when it comes to our award show, they should be able to create spontaneous moments, engage with the audience, interact with the cameras, and make viewers at home feel emotionally connected to the event. So this year's hosting, yes, it was very professional, but it was not unforgettable. So next year will come and we'll be scratching our head asking ourselves, who was the host? Moving on to my sixth point, which is the most important point on my heart. It's very dear to my heart because performance should be treated like the main attraction, especially since it's a music award show. It's a performance that hit me where I realized that TGMA prioritized the people inside the venue more than the people watching in the comfort of their homes. A couple of the performances were revealed in the same exact way, with the same shots, with the same angles, similar lighting, similar staging, similar camera rhythm. It started to feel like one stage with different props, instead of every performance becoming a whole world on its own. The sound was mostly clear, but there were still some glitches, which was noticeably by viewers at home. And honestly, performance is where TGMA should be investing their money, their time, their resource, their creativity, because this is a music award show. Every performance should feel like a world-class performance. Although this year's performance was good, but still, we need to level up. Because I've seen Black Sherry deliver more creative performance elsewhere. Samini maintained his legendary presence. Bonishe was very impressive. Like, this is the best I've seen her so far. But overall, there's still more room for bigger artistic risks, stronger stage direction. For me personally, I feel like when it comes to an award show, especially a music award show, every performance should feel like an event on its own, in an event. And respectfully speaking, the money that was given to Fido to perform should have gone into Enam's performance. Enam deserved bigger performance budget. Overall, I didn't really enjoy the VGM. I don't have memorable moments from it. But this is the end of my 3 parts. See you in the next one. Till those, adios.